So you went out and you got your electric dirt bike muddy. Now, how do you wash it? You're dealing with electricity and water, so the first thing you'll want to do is pull the battery out of the bike. These batteries are pretty well sealed and can get wet, but it's smart to remove them before washing to avoid any issues. On the KTM, it's 4 10mm bolts and the battery can be pulled out. On the Sur-Ron and Segway, you need to flip the breaker switch, disconnect the battery connections, and the battery pulls right out. The KTM comes with a connection cover that keeps the ports clean of any water and debris. The Sur-Ron is pretty well sealed, but I still like to protect the connections with either a rag or a plastic bag. In this case, I'm going to cover the connections with a ziplock bag and tape off the top with gaff tape or duct tape. The exterior of your battery still needs to be cleaned, so I just take a damp towel and wipe it down. If it's real bad, you can hose it off with low pressure and then dry the battery off. Just be careful of the battery ports when doing so. Alright, now for the fun part. I'm going to use an electric pressure washer to get all the nasty stuff off of these bikes. I'm using the Sunjo SBX 3000 electric pressure washer. It's nice because it's electric, which means it's quiet. It's got a max pressure of 2000 psi, so it's plenty powerful for the bikes, and it's affordable at about $140 from Amazon. I'm using the 40-degree connection, which is the recommended pressure for motorcycles. Make sure you've got your bikes in the shade and not in direct sunlight for the rest of this process. I start by hitting all the main areas with the pressure washer to get the bigger clumps of mud and dirt off of the bike. I hit any areas that don't have bearings or gaskets and stay away from blasting the motor of these bikes. It's completely fine to get these areas wet, but I don't want the water pressure to work its way past bearings or seals. Now once you've got all the mud off, it's time to start the cleaning process. I use the Slick Products Dirt Bike Wash Kit. The full kit comes with concentrated off-road wash, degreaser, shine protectant, a brush, and microfiber towels. The most important part of this kit is that all the products are non-corrosive, so it's safe to use on every part of your dirt bike. It takes off dirt and mud, but won't strip the lubrication from bearings or pivot points. I'm using their foam cannon for the application. Start by mixing 4 ounces of the wash concentrate with water. This connects to the end of the pressure washer. Spray the entire bike down with the foam cannon. Once it's all soaked up, agitate the surfaces with the brush. At this point, I usually hit it again with the wash to ensure that it hasn't dried up, and I let it sit for 3 minutes. Put the 40-degree nozzle back on the pressure washer and rinse the soap off of the bike. Now target the greasy areas like chain and sprockets with the degreaser. I agitate this stuff with a nylon bristle brush or an old toothbrush to get these areas clean. When you're done scrubbing, rinse that stuff off. Next, you want to dry off the bike. Once it's dry, I use the shine spray on areas that attract mud. It does make the bike look shiny and new, but the point is that mud and dirt won't adhere easily to these areas, so it will make your next cleanup nice and easy. Buff the shine with your other microfiber cloth, pop your batteries back in, and get ready for the next ride.